Morning folks, exciting day. We've just had a delivery. Whoa, quite a few parcels then. And there's my Alfa Romeo jacket. I forgot I got that actually. Must sell that because I haven't got an Alfa Romeo anymore. Anyway, here's the parcels. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. So this one, that's for the dogs. That's for the dogs, no problem. This one, that's for the dogs as well. This one, that is for the cats. So that one, that is for me. Let's get it open and see what's in here. Quite hard to open when you're filming at the same time, and here it is. So it is a slot car track cleaning rubber. So I was recommended to order one of these to try and clean up the track a bit so that I get the optimum performance from my cars. Quite a bit of dust all over the track where this rubber has come off. I thought it was going to be like sandpaper, but no, it's actually more like a rubber that you might get at a school to erase pencil marks. It's really soft stuff. So luckily I've got the good old G-Tech Hoover, so we can now go along and hoover this up. So it's time to give this car a run and see what she goes like. Now it's not going to be a timed run. I just want to see how it runs on the track. I've managed to adjust the ride height, as you might be able to see there, so it's just right for not catching the track but not too high. So hopefully we'll get a smooth run out of it. So here we go. Well, I'm taking a steady to start with. Now, one thing I will say straight away is that motor is nearly silent. I can't actually hardly hear it. It's almost like when you buy an electric car and go from a petrol or diesel and you just can't hear anything. It's so smooth as well. So very smooth, as you can see here. Very smooth trigger control. I'm taking it really steady. I'm not pushing it hard. I just want to see what she goes like, but very, very quiet. Near silent motor operation. Very smooth on the trigger. The slightest move on the trigger gives you just a very slight increase on the motor. So it's absolutely finely tuned, that motor. Okay, I'm going a little bit faster now, as you can see. Car's holding the track quite well. A little bit of back end there, but not too much. Don't forget the motor is near the back on this, so in actual fact we shouldn't get too much problem with the back flicking out, because the weight of it's going to help keep it down, I would have thought. Starting to slide out a little bit. Don't know whether you saw that. Yep, and we've slid off there. We've actually slid off the track, so I'm going to have to be pretty careful. Luckily it had come off in a place where it's not going to do any damage, but I'm going to have to be a bit careful with this one. Okay, so she's back on again. Here we go. Try again. I'm pushing it a little bit faster. And she slid off again. Now, this is quite worrying because there's a bit of a drop. I'm going to have to be quite careful on this. That's the first time a car of any of my collection have slid off on that part of the track. So it looks like we're going to have to erect some barriers on the track before we do a serious track test with this. No limits corner is going to be dodgy. Okay, so let's get her back on and try again. I'm feeling a bit nervous with this car now. I love the way it's so smooth, but I don't like the way it's starting to slide around a bit on the track. I'm going to push it just a little bit harder just to try it out now. I'm not going to be holding the camera now because I need to concentrate. That back end is definitely starting to slide quite worryingly. But my goodness, is this motor smooth, or is this motor smooth? It's wonderful. The reaction to the trigger is so precise. Don't forget, I've taken the magnets out, so we're going to get some slide, you know, that's to be expected. But this is a wonderful car to drive. I'm really not too sure whether it's going to be able to set records due to the fact that it's very, very delicate on the track. But I love it. I absolutely love driving this thing. It's so smooth. It's amazing. The precision compared to the movement of the trigger is so accurate. You really do feel you've got absolute control of the throttle. Starting to open it up a little bit now, and we've come off there. We jammed a little bit. We're slipping around. Yes, she didn't need my help there. We got jammed on that striker corner. Striker's always a difficult one because every car I have slides on striker, and if you slide too hard, you're going to get stuck, which is what just happened. I think the length of the body on this as well. This is the longest car I've got. This is easily the longest body shell I've got, so it's a big car this. So when the back end slides, it really does slide, but I'm really getting a feel for this car now. It's fantastic. Woo! That is so smooth. This is fun. This is fun. Woo! It's a shame you can't get smell coming through this video because I can literally smell electrical burning from the motor. Not sure whether that's a good thing or not. I may have to bring her in and check her over. But I am loving driving this car. Oh, and we're off. We're off in quite a dangerous position there. That is quite a dangerous position to come off. So there you go, folks. That is my first test drive of this AMG GTR from NSR. And as you saw, there's no doubt this is the most fun car to drive in my current collection. It's also the best quality of build car in my collection, and fair dues to NSR for building a car with a chassis of this quality. Don't forget, this has got alloy wheels both front and back, and the King Evo 3 motor runs near silent. It's absolutely amazing. The only issue I've got, as you would have also seen, is that it has a tendency to slide off the track quite easily, and I'm going to have to put a barrier up for when I do the speed test on this car to stop it going right off the track, because this track is, as you may have seen, on boards that are quite high up, and it could fly off the track and do some pretty serious damage, if not to the car, possibly to the cat. But there is no doubt, and fair dues to NSR, this is the best car I've bought so far and added to the collection. There is a lot more to come. We've got to do the speed test on this. I've also got some updates coming on my Porsche GT3, which currently Gary Skip has got and is doing some performance upgrades on. So lots more to come. But in the meantime, stay safe, have fun, and I'll catch you in the next one.